After having a brief breakdown of what is happening in Kenya, that is from Kibo TV, Agrivision Show is what next. And here we invite different guests of different fields, that is to give you an insight analysis of what is happening in the field of agriculture. Remember, last week we had a breakdown of challenges that agricultural farmers are facing, that is from different parts of Kenya and the world at large. But today we shall be speaking or discussing about, that is, what is sustainable agriculture, which methods are used by farmers in the field of sustainable agriculture. Remember, all this is coming to you from Kibo TV and me, host Martin Mwana. Here we have invited different guests from different fields, that is from Kibabi University, students of agriculture. Just they will be showing you what agrivision or sustainable agriculture means and from which angle shall we be breaking it down. Just for you, our viewer, continue texting in our studio, continue texting in our emails, continue texting in all of our social media platforms. Before we continue, we can just have an introduction so that you, our viewer, can know who are these guests, then what is this sustainable agriculture. As the saying goes, that ladies first in the studio, you can begin from the left part. Your name, where you come from, and how has been your week been?
Okay, thank you very much, Martin. I am Ruth Kabir, a fourth year at Kibabi University. I reside at Nakuru County, and my week has been good. Yeah. Yes.
That is our guest from Nakuru County, and she is a student of Kibabi University undertaking agricultural extension and education. And in the middle part, that is a male extension officer from the field of agriculture. Maybe just your name, where you come from, and how is the year progressing under your vision.
Okay, thank you, Martin. I'm Kelvin Nyongesa. I come from western part of Kenya. I normally refer to the place at the outskirts of Kibabi University, from within, that is within Tutimarakaru. Thank you.
Our visitor from Bungoma County. Remember, Agrivision Show hosts different guests from different parts of the country or from different regions of the country. Here, we will be discussing about Agrivision. Agrivision Show will be bringing you different topics, but for today's purposes, we are discussing on sustainable agriculture. What is sustainable agriculture? Which methods are being used to achieve this? And all this is according to the FAO organization, that is Food Security in Kenya, in Africa, and the world at large. For the purpose of our viewer, what is sustainable agriculture in your view?
Okay. Sustainable agriculture, from the word sustain, I can define it as just a method of farming or a practice of farming that specifically aims at meeting the needs of the present without considering the future effects.
Meeting the needs of the present without considering the future. And our feeling.
Okay, thank you very much, Martin. Knowing that agriculture is the foundation of many national economies, we need to look at now the agriculture sustainability. So, basing from the word sustainability, it is the practice of meeting the current needs of the society without compromising the future generation for meeting the same needs. So, meaning that in agriculture sustainability, we are looking at the farming system that are aimed at meeting the needs of the farmers, like the food and the textile need, without compromising the future generation for meeting the same needs. Thank you very much.
That is a clear definition of sustainable agriculture, that is holding or achieving the present without compromising the future. And remember, sustainable agriculture is what most of the rural farmers are aiming at in everyday activity, in their planting, in their cultivation, and in their animal husbandry practices. This will involve organic farming, involving innovative technologies, but without using artificial fertilizers. This is aimed at sustaining the soil health for you, our viewer. This is AgriVision Show on Kibu TV. And when we talk about sustainable agriculture, from Bungoma, that is western part of Kenya, are farmers achieving this practice?
Yes, of course, most of farmers are struggling towards it because they understand the basis. They know that the major step, the major consideration in sustainable agriculture is basically in soil conservation. So most of them are working towards it to ensure effective production in terms of security. Yeah.
And Nakuru being the heart of Kenya, are farmers achieving this sustainable agriculture there?
Okay, according to me and how I've observed, the farmers around Nakuru County, they have embraced the sustainability in terms of agroforestry and the organic farming. Around the Nakuru County, I meet farmers doing the organic farming mostly, using the compost manure and also the green manure. Yes.
Already you have introduced that is agroforestry and organic farming. And from a clear point of view, organic farming may involve cost, market strategies and policies. From Bungoma County, that is western part of Kenya, is this cost affordable, and is the market capability of farmers affordable to them so that they can achieve this sustainable agriculture that is compromising the present without considering the future?
Okay, of course, the market is accessible, although it is limited, because the little amount of the little produce produced by the farmers.
Yes.
They try to supply it specifically just to earn a little income from it to sustain them in their daily lives. So the market is available, but I cannot say it's to that extent that it is able to accommodate all the outputs.
Then, which natural ways can farmers involve in this sustainable agriculture as a farming practices from Nakuru?
The natural ways. We can use the biodiversity from the environment. That is, we have the three key factors in the sustainability, where we have the environment, the social aspect, and the economic aspect. And now when you're looking at the environmental aspect, we do have the biodiversity, where we can embrace the plants and animals in the environment by conserving them and avoiding their depletion. Yeah.
Then, when it comes to that depletion part,
Yes.
soil has been a key factor in this agriculture field. How can farmers involve this sustainable agriculture so that they achieve soil fertility as a factor in this scenario?
One of the ways is by doing the crop rotation program, where we are crop rotating the different crops in a sequence manner. For example, the most common sequence is using the maize and the beans, where the maize, you find it uses a lot of nitrogen in the soil, but when the next year, for example, this year you've planted maize, next year you plant a legume plant in the same land, you will add nutrients to the soil, that is nitrogen. So by doing that, you're returning the fertility that had been lost through the previous cropping.
Soil fertility being a key factor in the field of agriculture production, that is crop production. But Kelvin, why is it important to maintain soil health?
Okay, the key consideration is in maintenance of soil health. I can say it is one, for our own health. Remember, everything comes from the soil. We do all the cultivations specifically from the soil, majorly. So if the soil health is well managed, then also our health shall be considered. Then also from the soil, according to if the fertility and other factors are well considered, then obviously the outputs shall be favorable to our consumptions.
The outputs will be of quality to our farmers, and for farmers to gain, that is the productivity of their crop, to achieve that market demand, then we have to maintain soil fertility. And then when it comes to maintaining soil fertility, there are different technologies which are involved in maintaining this soil fertility, but under sustainable agriculture, we use what is available, not what is artificial. Then how can we involve innovative technology or innovative agricultural technology so that we achieve a sustainable ground for agriculture?
Okay, to enhance these innovative activities in agriculture, I think one, farmer in the mode of farming, different ideas should be spread majorly through media, so that most farmers can have a deep and innate understanding of what to be done within the soil to ensure that effective production. So if they get in touch of such information, they get to learn more about what is to be done to enhance the production. Yes.
Innovative agricultural technologies must be involved so that all our farmers are at that high production rate, so that the market demand is at that need. But under agroforestry, as our visitor from Nakuru said, it is aimed at using what is available so that we achieve the future while we maintain the present. But in agroforestry, that is planting of trees and maybe livestock keeping in the same field, farmers have been used to just collecting the remains together and then they burn it. How can you advise them?
Okay, for the farmers who have been doing burning of the leaves and others, maybe the stems that have been cut from the trees, by doing that, I will tell you that you are destroying the soil microorganisms and hence limiting the soil fertility of the land. That will compromise the production of the land. So what you're supposed to do is that you should embrace planting of the trees in your farm, and those leaves that falls on the land, you should leave them, they decompose, and then they form the soil fertility of the land.
Remember, when you plant one tree, as President Ruto said, that cut one, plant two, you will be maintaining the soil health of your farm or of your soil. That is achieving the soil fertility as required by each and every farmer. This is Agrivision Show coming to you live from Kibu TV, and being the first part, we are coming to you from the main studio, that is Kibu TV.